Sudden death final at George Richardson Stadium on Saturday afternoon to decide who goes on to the Vanier Cup the following weekend. We have more on the Gales' preparation for the big game in this report. Preparing for a sudden death playoff game is old hat for Doug Hargreaves and his Queen's Golden Gales. Since Hargreaves took the coaching reins 8 years ago, the Gales have missed the playoffs only once and have won the Ontario-Quebec Intercollegiate Football Conference 5 of the last 7 years. This year, despite numerous injuries to key personnel, the Gales again won their conference, losing only one game in the process. One of the injured was quarterback Bob Wright, who says he'll be ready and healthy for the Blues on Saturday.
I had a small broken baby finger on my left hand, and it didn't affect me that much during the season. I broke it again halfway through the season, but it's fine now. I just wear a little cast on it just for safety measures, but it's fine.
Wright admits this is the toughest game the Gales have had to prepare for, simply because the Blues, playing in the O.U.A.A., are an unknown quantity.
All we can go by is the film that we have of the U of T game. They look awfully big. We can't tell anything about their speed because they played on a sloppy field, but they look awfully good. We're going to have to play really well to beat them.
The O.U.A.A. is often looked upon as a more competitive league than the O-QIFC, but Coach Hargreaves feels at this stage there's very little to choose between the two.
I would say that both are equal when you get to this level. The fact that we might lose the game on Saturday or that they might lose the big game on Saturday doesn't indicate that one league is better than the other at this time of the year. There are teams in our league who could beat teams in their league and vice versa.
The absence of Larry Moore will again hamper the Queen's offense, but Hargreaves still looks at ball control as the key to winning on Saturday.
I think for us, it'll be the ability of our offense to control the ball and score. And then defensively, I think...
This afternoon, and Tom Brennan has more.
It will be the 149th meeting of the two teams, a lot of tradition for tomorrow's game. Each team has had the chance to view the other's game films, and both have respect for their opponent.
They're very well disciplined. They obviously have worked hard on technique. They have size in some positions, and they execute well. All phases of their game is well coached and well executed. There are no apparent weaknesses that we can see on the film.
I think their offense is good. You know, they showed really well against McGill. They ran the ball extremely well, and they made the big passes when they had to. Even going into the wind, they were able to throw the ball. So I think Wright is the key to their offense, and we've got to get pressure on him if we're going to be successful.
But tonight's weather, coupled with the snow forecasted for tomorrow, is going to force the coaches to change the game plan slightly. Hargreaves feels it will hurt the quality of play.
I think that unfortunately the weather will level everything in terms of skills, and it'll probably boil down to a question of who drops the ball more often than anyone else.
The first time the two teams played against one another was in 1898. There's a lot of pride going into the game, and that alone is a key ingredient in providing for an action-packed contest. Tom Brennan, CKWS Sports.
Well, the winner of tomorrow's game meets the winner of tonight's Western College football final between the University of BC Thunderbirds and the University of Calgary Dinosaurs in the Vanier Cup. That game to be played next.